Hello everyone. So in today's lecture, we will be studying about what Bezier curve is all about, and we will also be taking one example of how to solve a numerical on Bezier curve. All right. So it's basically very easy, and you're just supposed to remember a formula for that. All right. First, let me tell you what Bezier curve is all about. Okay, and as we have already studied about DDA algorithm, okay, so that was basically for a line, for a pixel position of a line segment. Now here you'll be studying about a curve, okay, and how we are supposed to find out the coordinates of a point in between that particular curve. Okay, so Bezier curve belongs to a category of spline curves. I know this is like a bouncer for you guys, but be with me. I will be helping you out to make you understand. So Bezier curve belongs to a category of spline curves. Spline curves are the curves which are controlled by control points. So basically, spline curves are the curves which are controlled by the control points. So they have these control points to control this particular curve. Okay, so let me give you one example. Whenever we used to draw a curve on paint, or you can say on a software, AutoCAD software. Okay, so we used to drag it, and we used to hold it here, and we used to drag it this side so that the curve will elongate this way. All right, so this is known as control points. So that is what it says. Spline curves are the curves which are controlled by control points. The shape of the curve will depend on the control point. All right, so now, as it is written, there are two types of spline curve. Okay, the first is approximate curve, and the second is interpolation curve. Now we can also see the diagrams. Now what is approximate curve? Approximate curve means the control points will be at a particular distance from that curve. Now as you can see, this is the curve, but the control points are at a particular distance from that curve. All right, now talking about the interpolation curve. Now as you can see in the diagram, the control points are on that particular curve itself, so they are not at a distance, they are on that particular curve. So basically, Bezier curve belongs to a category of spline curves. Alright, what are spline curves? Spline curves are the curves which are controlled by control points. And let me tell you, Bezier curve will be there in your question paper 100%. Alright, so spline curves are the curves which are controlled by control points. As I've already explained you, this is a curve and these are the control points, and I also gave you an example of AutoCAD and Paint. So whenever we used to draw a curve, and when we used to hold this point and we used to drag it, the curve used to elongate that way. Alright, so that is known as control points. The curve is taking shape with regards to the control point moving in a particular direction. Okay, again, as I have mentioned already, there are two types of spline curve, that is approximate curve and interpolation curve. Approximate curve is something where the control points are at a distance from the curve. Similarly, for the interpolation curve, the control points are on that particular curve itself. They are not at a distance, as you can see, in the approximate curve. All right, So Bezier curve comes under category of approximation curve. All right. So Bezier curves, it comes under the category of this approximation curve. It goes like this. The control points are at a distance from that particular curve. All right. So this is what Bezier curve is all about. This is what you are supposed to know, and if they are asking you theoretically about Bezier curve, then you are supposed to explain them what Bezier curve is all about. So now moving on. Moving on to a numerical of Bezier curve. Okay. So a cubic Bezier curve is defined by the control points as 20, 20, 60, 80, 120, 100 and 150, 30. Now find the equation of the curve and its midpoint. Alright, so here they have mentioned the control points of a cubic Bezier curve, and the control points are 20, 20, 60, 80, 120, 100 and 150, 30. Now they are asking us to find the equation of the curve and its midpoint. All right. So Bezier curve in matrix form is written as, so you need to remember this thing. Okay, you need to remember this whole thing. All right, so pu is equal to u cube u square u1 matrix, and the other matrix is -1 3 -3 1 3 -6 3 0 -3 3 0 0 1 0 0 0. Okay, just try to remember this whenever you are solving a Bezier curve problem. All right, the next matrix is 20 20 60 80 120 100 and 150 30. This is coming from the question itself, that is 20 20 20 20 60 80 60 80 120 100 120 100 and 150 30 150 30. All right, I hope this is clear. You just need to remember this. P of u is equal to u cube u square u1. This is pretty much easy. Just try to remember these numericals which are inside: -1 3 -3 1 3 -6 3 0 -3 3 0 0 and 1 0 0 0. All right, and this is, as I have already mentioned, it is coming from the question itself. Now the next step is you need to multiply these two matrices. Okay, so once you multiply, you will be getting matrix -50 -50 60 -120 120 180 20 and 20. So after you multiply these two matrices, you're getting this matrix. Okay, so now you have is u cube u square u1, and the other matrix -50 60 120 and 20 -50 -120 180 and 20. Okay, so now here what we have done is we have multiplied this matrix with this matrix. Okay, and see how they're doing it is -50 into u cube plus 60 into u square plus 120 into u and 20 into 1. See, so this is the first bracket which you are getting. Okay, first only consider this part of the matrix. All right, and multiply it with this matrix. So -50 u cube plus 60 u square plus 120 u plus 20, comma Okay, now multiply this part of the matrix with this matrix. So that will be again minus 50 u cube minus 120 u square plus 180 u plus 20. Alright, so minus 50 u cube minus 120 u square plus 180 u plus 20. Okay, so this is the equation. Now, as I have written here, it is possible to calculate the x and y coordinates of Bezier curve by varying the parameters u from 0 to 1, by varying the parameter u from 0 to 1 in the equation, in the above equation, in this particular equation. Now, as we can see in the question, it is written that find the midpoint. Okay, now the midpoint of 0 to 1 will be 0.5. So that is why we have taken u as 0.5. Okay, so that will be p 0.5. Just use this equation, this particular equation. That is minus 50 into u will be 0.5 whole cube plus 60 into 0.5 square plus 120 into 0.5 plus 20 comma, so this is one bracket, so this will be your x coordinate. Similarly, minus 50 u cube minus 50 u will be 0.5 cube minus 120 u square, u will be again 0.5 square plus 180 u 180 into 0.5 plus 20. So this bracket will be your y coordinate. So that is where when you solve this bracket, you will be getting the answer as 88.75. Similarly, when you will be solving this bracket, you will be getting the answer as 73.5. Okay, so always remember this. Here in the question, it was given to us that we need to find out the midpoint of this particular Bezier curve. So that is why we have taken it as 0.5. And if suppose in the question they are mentioning that, find out at 0.75 or 0.85, all right, so you are supposed to find out 0.75 by just putting it in this equation as u. Okay, so here if you are told to find out the the point the coordinates at 0.75, so just put u as 0.75 and get the answer of the x and y coordinate as we have done it for 0.5. And similarly, if they ask you to find out for 0.85, then put 0.85 as u in this whole equation and you will be getting the x and y coordinate as we got for 0.5. Okay, so this is a very basic and easy method to solve the Bezier curve numerical. And what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to solve 0.75 and 0.85 for the same control points given in the question: 20, 20, 60, 80, 120, 100 and 150, 30. Okay, just instead of 0.5, you're supposed to find out for 0.75. You're supposed to find out the x and y coordinate for 0.75 and 0.85 for this similar sum. Okay, that is what I want you guys to do. And I will try to create an assignment for this particular thing on the classroom itself, Google Classroom. And you need to submit a photograph of this on that particular classroom. Just attach the file and submit me. All right, so this will be a small assignment for you guys to do it, and it will also help you to practice. Okay, so this is it for this particular lecture. Thank you so much.